Episode 34. You are listening to the new Glam Gal podcast, the podcast where style meets confidence. Conquer the frustration of trying on clothes and learn to dress and love the body you are in. There are no size or weight requirements here. I'm your host, Miss J. Join me, won't you? Hey Glam Gal, welcome back to the podcast. This week we are going to talk about how limiting your options is one of the keys to looking stylish and feeling confident. Now this sounds a little crazy, right? But imagine we walk into Bloomingdales and a personal stylist comes out and she puts in front of you 100 items. And she tells you all of the 100 items are available to you to create an endless array of outfits. And while at first that sounds like a really amazing opportunity, it quickly becomes extremely overwhelming. Like, what exactly are you supposed to do with these 100 items? How are you supposed to pair them together? What if you're in a rush? Do you really have time to sort through all 100 items every morning? What about when you don't feel like it and your brain is really occupied with things that, matter? What if you have your kids screaming in the background and your husband lost his keys and you need to make a snap decision for yourself about what you're going to wear? Do you really have the time and the mental energy to go through 100 items and essentially make 97 decisions about what's going and what's staying? Now, can you imagine how overwhelmed you would feel? Even though this sounds like an amazing opportunity. 100 items from Bloomingdales set in front of you. The funny thing is we do this to ourselves all the time. We think by not deciding ahead of time, we're keeping our options open. I'm not going to plan my outfit the night before because what if I don't feel like it the next morning? I want to keep my options open. I'm not going to plan my meals for the week in case I don't feel like eating the thing I said I would eat on Monday because I want to keep my options open. What ends up happening is we actually create a situation where we're having decision fatigue because we're making a lot of unimportant decisions all the time, every hour, every single day. We're forcing ourselves to rifle through 100 items so we can come up with 3. And this is not just in our wardrobes, it's with our hair, it's with our makeup. We keep telling ourselves we want to keep our options open as if this was this miraculous thing, when it actually ends up creating a lot of overwhelm and a lot of confusion. So this week, I'm inviting you to practice a little constraint. I'm inviting you to decide ahead of time what you're going to wear, how you're going to do your hair, and the allotted time to do your makeup. Now, I just felt some of your brains freak out, and you're like, wait, what? Walk with me for a second. This is your mindset work for the week, because your brain's going to do one of 2 things. Your brain's going to throw a little tantrum, and then 2, it's going to tell you all the reasons why this is a terrible idea, but we're going to do it anyway. I double dare you. I want you to pick out at least 3 outfits, and we're going to call them your go-to outfits. 3 outfits you normally wear that you actually enjoy wearing, that actually fit you, novel idea, and I want you to decide that these are the only options you're going to make available to yourself tomorrow morning. Now, if you want to go for A++ work, pick 1 outfit. Now, as you know, one thing is deciding to do something. The other thing, the most important part, is actually doing the thing you said you would do. Now, if you were listening to the self-confidence episode last week, this is how you build confidence. Capability plus availability. You're capable of choosing an outfit. Now, make sure that you're actually making space in your brain to make yourself available to wear that outfit without excuses. Now, I know you're like, it's just an outfit. Why is this a big deal? Most of my clients come to me when they're exhausted, they're tired, they have decision fatigue from being a boss all day at work, and crushing it. And when they get home, they have no brain space left for these types of small self-care decisions. Picking out an outfit is not something they even want to think about in the evening. But then let's roll around to that next morning when they're getting dressed in the morning and the getting ready drama sets in and they're sitting on the edge of their bed crying because they have nothing to wear. Nothing fits, nothing's clean. They're exhausted. They have little humans they have to take care of. They have a partner that they have to consider. They don't even have the bandwidth to think about what they're going to wear because they're already running through their to-do list that has to happen in an hour at work. So that's why you should do this. I'm really going to save you that struggle. You don't have to struggle with getting ready in the morning or getting ready for a night out or any getting ready moment. Start thinking ahead of time. What are your go-to outfits? At least have 3 on the ready. Make sure those things get cleaned right after wearing them so they're available to you next time. So that when your brain, your Tallulah brain, throws up drama and shade in the morning, you can say, no, boo-boo. Remember, we already decided. It's one of these 3 outfits, and then you roll. You go conquer and you slay because you ain't got no time for drama. Nobody does. Same with your hair. Now, I have very wild curly hair. I used to struggle every morning because I hadn't narrowed down my hairdos to my 3 main go-tos. I hadn't practiced them on a weekend. I didn't have them in my arsenal ready to go slay. Every morning was some newfangled drama around my hair. I have to re-wet it. I have to detangle it. I have to find the right product. Oh no, I ran out of product because I was so busy getting ready the next morning that I didn't even think about this morning. And then the drama continued on and on and on. As an adult, where I have a little more power over how my hair looks, how it gets cut, what products I use, I'm able to now narrow it down to 3 main hairdos. They're my go-to. I have a hairdo for when my hair's wet. I do 1940s hair rolls, and I do a really low bun, and it looks very elegant, and I roll on with my day. It takes about 10 minutes. On days where I have time to set my hair the night before, I do a 1940s wet set with pin curls. The next morning, I brush it out, I set it in place, I spray, I roll. On days where I just don't feel like it, I have the ability to arrange my hair in at least a decent looking top bun, and I roll. I've narrowed it down to these 3 things so that at any given moment, I know what choices are available to me. I've decided ahead of time what those choices would be. I pick one and I roll, and I don't allow my Tallulah brain the opportunity to make me unavailable. I don't allow my Tallulah brain the opportunity to uncommit to something I've already committed to. This is how you have your back. No more struggle bus in the morning. Constrain all your choices down to things that you know that work for you so you can decide and go forth and conquer. And you're not presenting yourself every morning with 100 different choices laid out for you. That's just a recipe for overwhelm and confusion. Don't let Tallulah set you up that way. Don't let her tell you, but we want to keep our choices open, our options limitless. No, boo-boo, that's really super not helpful. That's a poverty mindset that you're worried there's not going to be enough choices later on down the road. That you're worried that there's not going to be enough items available to you. I want you to turn that around. You're purposefully taking things off the table so that you can choose what is left and what is going to most serve you on any given occasion. The same is true for your makeup routine. Now, I have some clients who go full face makeup every day. I love it. If you have time for it and you have a routine and you have mastered the skill, the muscle memory, and you have the wherewithal to do that every day, you do you, boo-boo. I love it. But for a lot of my working gals, it's a struggle to worry about their clothes, their food, their hairdos. If they have time, maybe some makeup. And then they're in their cars driving unsafely, putting on mascara. Or it's a mad dash to the office bathroom so they can cover up the bags under the eyes before anyone sees them. I don't want you to have to do your beauty routine as an afterthought. Like, okay, I got my bra and my chonies on, so my beauty routine is now an afterthought. I want you to start planning for it. I want you to allot yourself a set amount of time for a beauty routine in the morning. Now, I'll be honest, I have my 2-minute solution, my 5-minute solution, and my half-hour solution. I've constrained it down to those 3 sets, depending on how much time I have left in the morning, depending on whether I woke up late, because shit happens. In my 5-minute routine, I allow for some serious concealer, some light powder, some blush, and I roll. In the 2-minute version of that, it's tinted BB cream and some concealer, and I roll. Now, in the half-hour version, I curl my lashes, I put on concealer, I contour my face, I do the whole shebang. And I've gotten it down to about 30 minutes. For each one of you, it's going to look different. I'm not prescribing a set beauty routine. For some of you, it's going to be a 10-minute solution, a 20-minute solution, and a 30-minute solution. For some of you, it's going to take an hour, whatever that looks like for you. But I want you to have your set of tools for your beauty routine and the time you've allotted in your brain in advance. Because some days it's going to be a 5-minute day, some days it's going to be a 10-minute day, and some days it's going to be a 30-minute day. And eventually, when you've constrained your choices down and you really have your go-to hairdo, your go-to outfit, and your go-to routine for your beauty, it's all streamlined. You don't have to make the decision. It's not going to be so hard. It's not going to have all this drama. And you'll be able to do the full beauty routine. You'll be able to wear and rock that outfit so you can go work at work. You know what I'm saying? Work with an E. But this takes time. Developing systems takes time. Knowing what actually works for you, what you actually like, takes time. But when we're so caught up in leaving our options endless, and we're confronted with a table of 100 items every day, we're never going to really find out what's working for us because nothing's working for us. And we'll never get to a place where we really adopt a routine and a system so that we can go conquer and slay in our everyday life. Because we're not even taking care of our personal life in really small ways. We're not showing up for ourselves in these really small ways. And then we get to the office and we're hoping no one sees us, so we play invisible. We isolate all day. We hope our boss does not come by. We hope that client lunch doesn't happen because we're terrified somebody might see us because we caught a glimpse in the mirror. We're like, damn girl, you went out the house looking like that? I've totally been there. So all you need to do, Glam Gal, is constrain to a rule of 3. 3 go-to outfit options, 3 hairdo options, and divide up that beauty routine. You can have the 5-minute, 10-minute, 20-minute solution, whatever time frames work for you. And I want you to play with this. You may decide that you're going to wear an outfit and you're going to stick to your guns and you actually make yourself available after the commitment. You do it. You wear the outfit. And then you're like, holy crap, this outfit sucks. I will never do that again. Cool. Get a new one in your routine. Pick a new one. That one didn't work for you. Find out why. Be curious. What sucked about this outfit? Did it crawl up my butt all day? Did it show my sweat? Did I need to repair that button that I never repaired and now I found out, but too late anyway, I'm rolling to work. Why didn't it work? This is such a learning opportunity. But you're not allowing yourself this opportunity to learn if you're constantly presenting yourself with 100 items every day. So Glam Gal, your mission, should you choose to accept it this week, from a mindset perspective, I want you to decide on those 3 outfits, those 3 hairdos, and that beauty routine. And then I want you to watch your brain come up with 100 million reasons why this will never work. And then you remind it that what you're currently doing isn't working either. And suffering is optional. Getting ready drama is optional. Here's your way out. And 2, your style homework is to really decide whether an outfit that you chose is working for you or not. Be curious about what works and what doesn't. What does, you replicate. You rinse and repeat that. What doesn't work, bye-bye. It has no place in your wardrobe. We only choose things that serve us from now on. All right, I would love to see what you're up to. If you need a little help because your Tallulah brain is going to start acting up and throwing shade, reach out for a free coaching session. Let's walk through picking and constraining your items down to the rule of 3. I'm here for you, boo-boo. You don't have to do this alone. All right, let's get it, Glam Gal. Miss J out.